Alright all, welcome back to Expeditions Conquistador. When we last left off in the game, I basically managed to explore pretty well the entire island. So, more or less, all the other quests that are basically out here are done. The only sort of optional quest that I've yet to do is the fort over here where you're going to have like a tournament type of deal to deal with. For the most part, equipment-wise, all these guys have basically been more or less equipped as they need to be. As you see, we have alt here, just the Witch Doctor Shaman, and for the most part, we're just going to jump into the tournament here, and then we'll start thinking about the end game, so to speak, because that's where we're pretty much headed at this point. So you find Noriga in the office in the barracks, talking to one of the subordinate officers. When you knock on the door, he sends a man away and beckons you in. Are you here to talk about the tournament? Precisely. Excellent. My troops have been very much looking forward to it. They have a very high opinion of your people after the way you won the last training battle. So basically, I have all these options here. So where will our tournament take place? Can you expect an honors this time? We should settle on the rules before we begin. Let's get started, or I'm not quite ready. So let's start with the tournament here. As I mentioned, the palace, the city guards used to have a training ground outside the walls. Umberto's people have spent a few days clearing away all the junk and planets that have accumulated there. When your people are ready, we'll go out there together and you can see the arena for yourself. So, can you expect an honors this time? Noriga chuckles. I'm sure some of the troops will invite their friends and family to come and watch. If word spreads, we might indeed enjoy the attention of a small audience during the tournament. We should settle on the rules before we begin. So, he smiles and holds up his hand. My friend, don't even bring it up. Umberto firmly insists that the tournament be run by his rules. So, let's get started. Noriga claps his hands excitedly. Great, come with me. We'll go to the tournament grounds and find Umberto together, and he can explain the rules. So Noriga puts on his coat and leads you out to the back of the fortress, down the staircase facing the beach. With a few of your troops and his, you walk a few minutes into the sparse jungle toward the mountains until you reach a clearing, clearing with a very simple arena. The arena is a round rectangular enclosure defined by a rickety fence, a portion of which is an old brick wall that appears to have once been part of the outer city defenses. The enclosure is a little more than twice as long as it is wide. You spot Umberto at the far end of the enclosure, directing two of the men and erecting a banner in one of the corners of the modest arena. He lights up as he sees you and abandons his men to talk to you. There you are, both of you. Are you just about ready to begin? Noriga nods. Just about. Are you ready to reveal the rules to us now that Fuchs is here as well? Sure. Alright, since the arena is a little on the small side, and out of respect for any spectators who might show up, I decided to arrange 3 rounds of battles with 3 troops on each side. That should be possible to do all in one day. Any restrictions on how many battles a certain soldier can participate in? If any of your people can make it through a battle without serious injury, they are free to participate in the next battle as well. However, if you prefer to use a completely different group for each battle, that will be also accepted. So basically I can use whoever I want, as many times as I want, as long as they don't get injured. Noriga interjects. What about barricades and other helpful items? Are we free to bring any advantage that we've got? You are not. So Umberto strikes up a laugh that reminds you of a fodder. If you bring the necessary materials, you are free to erect any further barricades on your side of the battlefield, in addition to the obstacles provided by me and my people. Other than that, I want to see no fancy native traps, no cunning tricks with lanterns, and absolutely no artillery. Noriga chuckles and scratches the back of his head under the helmet. Alright, I was only asking. Is there anything we need to know? I believe so. The prize will be 10% of the earnings of all bets made during the tournament, and additional 1,000 valuables for each battle you win. Are you both ready? More importantly, are your troops? So Noriga nods. Basically we're ready, or you need time to prepare. We're going to say we're ready, because we are. Umberto jumps a few inches into the air. It's quite a sight. This will be the most exciting event in Santo Domingo in years. Let's give the spectators a little time to arrive. Then your troops can finish polishing their equipment too. The first battle will be in the afternoon. So gather your troops. And basically I can send whoever I want in here. But we're going to bring, I think, Reina, Gabriel, and Rita. So these guys are more or less equipped. But there's really no reason not to fully equip them. So we'll go over here and basically give, full equipment to Gabriel. You've got full equipment on, and then Rita needs to have full equipment. So we're all good, basically. So let's go to this battle. So what can I say about the tournament battles? Basically, this will be like, you know, kind of very similar to the training battles, but you get some good prize winnings, and your guys can be injured, so you want to be kind of careful. It's not too hard to do, though. As you can see, we have a small audience, so to speak, in this one. There's just a bunch of, like, you know, cheering guys on the outskirts of the field. But anyhow, here we go. Basically, on the first stretch of the battle here for a tournament, we have some barricades set up between us. They have outside a man-at-arms soldier, a man-at-arms hunter, and a man-at-arms scout. And I brought out my man-at-arms soldier, my veteran hunter, and my veteran scout. So basically, I unranked these guys a little bit, but more or less we have the same type of soldiers. Soldier, hunter, scout, scout, hunter, soldier. And for this battle, more or less, I'm just going to have these guys just wait for them to come, and I'll shoot them as they come. So yes, we'll basically have you walk up to here. I'm going to have him basically just shoot. As you can see, I've got partial cover to sort of worry about here a little bit, but it's not too bad. I missed the first shot, but oh well. We'll run you back. I'm going to run Rita over here. You can take a shot to his shoulder. I don't expect a whole lot of hits to begin with, so for right now we're basically just, you know, taking a few pause shots, so to speak. And they'll mostly just run up on the first bit here, I think. This seems to be a common tactic, I don't know why, but the CPU will basically run his soldiers out. I apparently got him defending, I don't know why, but whatever. At least I can take shots at both these guys, so that's good. Let's have my hunter take a shot at him. And I'll have him basically run over here. I'm going to have my scout run here while the soldier runs over to here. We'll just leave the scout here and let them come a little bit more. I could run my scout out there, but we'll just hold off on doing that for now. Okay, he's shot behind the cover, or he tried to shoot me behind cover, and it didn't work very well. Move his scout all the way up here. He's going for a quick shot through the cover. Oop, he got a hit. Now I have to be very careful. I don't have any, like, you know, doctor to heal these guys up at the moment, so I want to be very careful. Okay, we'll just hit him once. I'm going to move you here. Basically, just going to rinse this guy real quick. So he's out of the picture. I'm going to move my hunter right there. You can't move anymore. And I'm going to move the scout over here, I think. So I'm probably going to get attacked by the soldier here, melee, on this Rita here. He's probably going to take a shot through cover, or he might walk here and then take a shot from there. We'll see. Nope, that's what he did. He walked there and took a shot. And this guy's running over here to basically just, you know, take shots at me. Alright, I really want to take out the hunter here first. So what we're going to do, we're just going to have him walk here. Take a shot. I'll basically have my scout run out here and, you know, him in the face. I mean, there's no reason not to send my scout out here just to kill him. And I'm stunned here with Rita, so she'll have to sit there for a moment. And now let's finish off the soldier here. So hunter comes down, takes a shot. Rita takes a swipe. Probably should have brought the scout over first, but oh well, I forgot. Yeah, I really should have bought the scout over first. I would have killed him there, but whatever. Down goes their soldier, so there's the first three guys done. The first set's done. I lost one piece of equipment through the critical hit, but oh well. So, the battle is concluded and the crowd cheers for your victory. You convene with Norga and Umbrella while Umbrella men disassemble the obstacles and set about erecting them in a new configuration. Excellent leadership as always, Senor Fuxa. Very good. Umbrella slaps you on the back. I quite concur, but that was only the first of 3 battles, my friend. There's plenty of opportunity for Norga's team to make a comeback. What's next? The next battle will have somewhat more cramped terrain. We're throwing everything we've got onto the arena this time. Other than that, there will be no surprises, I promise. So basically, you can try scouting on these guys during like the matches. The first one doesn't really matter too much. Essentially, what you can do, you can try scouting here. And you and your people take turns to subtly hang around within earshot of Norga's people. It looks like they were saving their barricades for this battle, as they're busily hammering and roping together a large amount of junk. So we're at least going to put some barricades to the other guys. Not that's going to really concern me much. I think what we're going to do... I don't think we'll bring Reina into this battle, specifically, so I'm going to maybe hold off and bring her around. I think we'll bring Reina again, though. Yubera can come. And... you know what? Let's bring around the other hunter. Maybe. So bring around Severa here. And note that I got a little experience from that bout, so I can basically level these guys up if I want to, but... I guess I probably want to save up for veteran status at this point, guys. It's probably better to do that now. So I'll do that, perhaps. Not sure who I want to get the veteran next. Maybe one of the doctors. Maybe one of the soldiers. Or maybe I just want to hold off until I get enough experience for the sergeant year rank, which is 600 experience. Okay, Gabriel, Rita, and the other hunter is Severia. Let's see how we go with 2 hunters and the soldier instead of the scout. So note that basically they barricade this area up here, and they've got like a little opening over here. This time he has access to a doctor, a hunter, and a soldier. So he's basically got 1 soldier, 1 doctor, 1 hunter, so he can heal his guys up. Me, I've just got, you know, the 2 hunters and the soldiers. So we're going to be like, you know, highly offensive while he's highly defensive. More or less, though, we're just going to do the same thing we did last time. We're just going to let him come to us. So basically, Rita, step out here and take a shot. Now, the doctor's the critical guy to here to go after, because obviously he can heal up people. And note that all these guys are veterans too. So I'm playing 3 veteran soldiers. All right, let's see. I want to send you out here, and you out here. These guys are just gonna try and shoot the doctor. 1 miss. The reason I brought the hunter here is because basically she'll have a good shot to, hit him at long range. Boom, 1 hit there. Essentially, if I take out the doctor quickly enough, then it won't be, much of a threat to really bring around here. And I'm just going to charge here, I think, to begin with, so... basically, they'll walk up to me like an idiot. The doctor literally walked up, literally into range. Okay, I want to bring you out here. You're going to walk up to here. And more or less these guys are just going to shoot the doctor. Actually, let's think this through. Let's have you back up. You're going to walk in. Basically, Rita's getting in, range with these guys to make them melee. Or, give me attacks of opportunity. One melee. The soldier's just going to be able to walk up and, you know, do nothing. Finish off the doctor. Now, he can basically walk up 1, 2, 3, 4 to my soldier, so he can attack my soldier if he wants with that guy. I want to, essentially here, 1, 2, and I'm actually going to move my soldier right here. That does trigger the attack opportunity from this guy, but essentially this guy can only move up to here, so I should be able to avoid being attacked by this soldier. I can move you right there. So Rhea's going to take a little beating here, but this guy, that's about as good as a soldier can do. He can only run up to that point. And I can basically finish off the hunter here. And next we can just, you know, send my guy here, Rita, to stun. Send Rita over here. I'll just basically plink this guy a little bit. Alright, let's go. 1. And I'm not sure if this will work, but I think I have critical opportunity on Gabrielle, so I can maybe walk her up. 1 swipe. This will finish him off anyways if she hits with some melee strikes, so let's just do that instead. So there's basically another flawless victory. And it's a nice thing to note that these are very easy to get flawless victories on because there's only 3 guys to manage. As the second battle is called into your favor, and the crowd begins to chant Fuxa, 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 Nuriga and Umberto find you while Umberto's men once more set up and reconfigure the arena. I don't know what to say, Fuxa. I'm truly impressed. I think it's safe to say we all are. Obviously, there's no way for Nuriga's camp to come back from this, even if they should win the final battle. You have won the majority of rounds, and so will be the victor. However, Umberto turns his gaze directly across the gathering crowd. I think our venerable audience would feel tremendously let down if they were to be treated out of the third and final battle. Wouldn't you agree? Remember, the prize is 1,000 valuables for every battle won. So basically, you can have the option here basically to, you know, to run away. So I don't mean to be slow start, but I must actually call now and skip the final battle. Or you can say, certainly it must be, I'm sorry to deny your people one last chance to redeem your honor, Nuriga. And basically, Emperor turns to the crowd. Fear not, we shall have one last battle for his day. The cheer is phenomenal. You all shake your hands and wish to each other good luck. When you return to your individual camps to prepare. Now, you have the option again of scouting, and this time you actually really want to scout because you assign a few people to subtly watch Nuriga's people and see if they're got anything planned for your last battle. Once Umberto's men are finished with their small work, a small group of Nuriga's people attempt to sneak back to the arena unnoticed and bury something in the sand. So basically, if you want to, you can, like, you know, confront Nuriga here. You march into Nuriga's camp and ask to speak to him in private. He follows you a bit outside the tournament grounds with a surprised expression on his face. Is there a problem? So you basically, you know, you confront him about this. So care explain why your people have been digging the arena. His eyes widen. Digging? What kind of nonsense is this? Don't tell me you didn't know. He frowns. You saw this with your own eyes. I did. Will you swear that you're telling the truth? Make the sign of cross. He sighs. I knew morale around my company wasn't the best, but to go behind my back like this, I am deeply ashamed. Tell me what you will have me do. So basically you can say, find out what they buried and tell me, then the battle proceeds as planned. I just want to make sure you didn't know about it, determine what will become his plan. So basically you can ask a little bit about what he's doing. So, find out what they buried. He looks surprised but nods and returns to his camp half an hour later. He meets you near your own camp to share what he's discovered. My Lieutenant Labana has admitted that his men have concealed spike traps and strewn cattle traps across the ground. Apparently, Umberto has set up the arena so your people have 2 paths to his. Labana plans to block off the other path with barricades to lure your troops into the traps. So you can basically ask it to be dug up and disposed of so you don't have to worry about them. Where he's going to say, good, now I know we shouldn't have a problem, let's get down to the battle. So Nuriga returns to his camp at a brisk pace with all the imperials of man about to bring this guy down on someone else's head. You turn to your own troops at one of the traps. Basically, if you want to, you actually have, you know, the knowledge of where the traps are. And if you want to, you can actually say, I don't care to Nuriga, and he can, his eyes wide, whatever. Thank you for telling me about my people, but whatever. Now, we're going to bring Rita once more for this battle, I think. I really want to bring a doctor for this one, so we're going to make sure we bring either Sanchez or Marisol here, so one of them is coming. And I think we'll basically not bring Severa here, so she can be on reserve. So let's see how this works. We're going to bring Sanchez. We're going to bring Rita one more. And we'll bring Gabriel to battle. Alright, preparation phase. So, basically you're told that these guys over here, the lieutenant, who's actually right here, Angelo Labana, he's actually the lieutenant who did this. He barricades over here to prevent you guys from going this way, and he's sewn traps in this area over here somewhere. So, what to do? Essentially, we're just going to, fight this battle as is. And I'm basically just going to, shoot this guy until he dies. And heal myself up as necessary. Now note that he's actually made it so he can range himself quite a bit here. Basically, he's set up to range us. So, I gotta watch out for that. I'll send my hunter down here quickly. And I want to basically take out his doctor much like before, quickly as possible. And if I go back here, I'm not in cover of these guys, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Gonna send down Rito in this direction. Apparently I'm in cover there from that, but oh well. Now, you want to protect your doctor here quite a bit, obviously, because, she's gonna have to heal up people. So I'm actually going to leave her really far back for this fight. And now note that something about these guys here, they're actually smart. Unlike the other two fights, these guys actually like to stay back in their home area. They don't like coming out. For obvious reasons, they're rangers. They like to shoot at range. And Doctor defends, okay, that's fine. So how do I want to do this? You can come out to here. I'm going to have you walk up to here. Use Cure on Rita, just to, because a quick little small heal there. And then you can run back. So let's actually do this. I'm going to actually have Rita walk here. We're actually going to have her use spot traps, I think. And I'll try and, uncover a little bit of traps here with Rita. So there's one. There's the spike trap. Alright, let's go. Shot the doctor. And you know what? Let's just move you back here. So there's a spike trap that to watch out for, that we were told about. Doctor attacks. Rita gets hit again. Rita gets missed. That's nice. Alright, you can walk up to here and finish him off. So there goes our doctor. He's out of the picture. Now, if I want to, Rita here can basically, walk over here. And you'll note there's another spike trap. So basically, I've got two spike traps here that I have to walk through if I want to go in this direction. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to move Rita back. The doctor's is going to come out here and heal up Rita with just a regular Cure, Restore. And then she'll move back. So yes, I know that there's traps on the field. And he's going after. They're going after. I gotta see quick shots apparently. Whatever. All right, I got a clear shot on neither of these guys, so have to move myself a little bit. I think we'll go after Blanca here. So Blanca takes a shot. And I'll have Rita move over to here and take a shot. So yeah, this is pretty much just a giant range battle. That's all this really is, just a big range battle. Normal ranged attack. And a lieutenant defense for some reason. Alright, now here's stuff you can do. If you really want to, you can avoid those easily just going over here and just like carrying through these barricades. So let's have Rita, you know, take a swipe. And I'm gonna have you move down here. Shoot. And I'm just gonna leave these guys pretty much out here in the front. And Rita can basically walk over here, or not Rita, but Sanchez. Yep, I'll take a shot at him. Shoots at Rita. Now, honestly, I left my doctor out in the open, so they're going after her now. And one of them actually hit, but oh well. That's fine. I meant to have her get, you know, one hit, I guess, in this battle. Let's use aim shot here. This will actually negate his ability to move around, but it'll give him higher accuracy, so... Damn it, he missed anyways. Or she missed anyways. Okay, there's one barricade out of the way. And let's try this with the doctor who missed yet again. Move her back a little bit more. Yep, they're actually sending the hunter forward. And the lieutenant is apparently coming out a little bit. Again. Or not. Alright, this is a good opportunity to hit him with the melee attacks. We'll do that. I'll leave the barricade for a little bit here. And you can basically walk out to here. 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 And there we go. I got a shot from there. So him in the face. I can't really move around there too much, but whatever. And the doctor will move over to here, why not? Can't really hit, no one can hit him except for the hunter here, so... Doctor against weight. Oh, Rita got hit again. We'll walk over here and hit this barricade now. One hit. And we'll do a big cure. Now I'll move her right there. You can go here, take a shot. Now notice that he's taking reduced damage, by the way. Something I know about higher ranked characters like the Lieutenant here is they actually start to take more and more reduced damage, so he's actually really hard to hit. Oh, he's smoke bomb, so I can't hit him very easily now. Essentially, if I try to, I now have like partial cover to deal with this guy, so that's a bit of an issue. But whatever, we can just march up to him now. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna basically walk up Rita all the way over here. Note there's no traps in this vicinity over here, so I can do that. If I want to, I can march my doctor all the way up to him. But I think we're just going to send my ranger up to him in this case. And then we'll send a doctor just, you know, out to here. And shoot. Wow, I got a hit. Wow, I got him too. So that's done. Flawless victory. That's it for their team. So, Noriga returns to his camp at a blah blah blah. The crowd is ecstatic, clapping, whooping, chanting your name, and generally making a huge ruckus. Your people seem to have enjoyed the attention and indulgence. Noriga finds you quickly, shame radiating from his eyes. Your people fought armably today, Fuchsia, which is more than I can say about mine. Heads will roll tonight, I promise you. Well, it did make the battle more exciting. The beavers, you know, managed deeply disgraceful, blah blah. Let's say it made, you know, them more exciting. Noriga laughs heartily and shakes his hand in gratitude. Emperor finally finds you in the crowd and immediately joins you in a handshake, and he beams. Well fought, both of you. Well fought indeed. I must admit the little trick with the traps had me concerned, Juan. You really must discipline your troops better. But it all worked out in the end, didn't it? And that was an exciting competition, it was. Seeing how Fuchsia's continued won all 3 battles, we have exceedingly clear winner of the tournament. Your prize is 10% of all earnings on the bets made during the tournament, and an additional 1,000 valuables per battle won, which makes 3,885 valuables. So basically that's my loot from this, and I got morale from winning the battles. Noriga once again congratulates you on your victory and assures you that his cheating lieutenant will not go unpunished. Then he leaves the tournament ground, scattering his people around to him as he goes. Poor old Noriga, I think he's being too hard on himself, but he'll get over it. Come, let's celebrate your impressive victory. Imperial leads you off to a tent where his mission is selling wine. So, basically, that's it for the tournament. Let's go talk to the governor now, because I sort of, you know, didn't do that just yet. Good time to do it. So, the governor's staff leads you to his office again, though you easily find your way by now. The governor expectantly waits for you to speak. I have confronted Esteban in the mines and killed his men, but it's too late to prevent them from killing the troops. The Nemesis makes a pain and grimace, and the brute himself, is he dead? He escaped, Governor, and you would not believe how he did if you didn't see it with your own eyes. The governor sits down with a sigh. So he loses again, unbelievable. You are not the first to fail, Fuchsia. I wonder if we shall ever stop that man. Is there any news about Leandra? He shakes his head. You are free to explore Hispania while we wait for Leandra to make her move. But despite the service you have already done to us, I cannot in good conscience let your company leave this island until the threat with Leandra has been dealt with. So I must sit here and twiddle my thumbs until the rebels attack, or I understand it doesn't please me, but I will remain here and help to protect Central and Mango, blah blah blah. Thank you, Fuchsia. You have shown yourself to be a good ally in this conflict. Good luck. So basically right now, if you go to him, basically, as expected, the government staff will not let you into the office unless you've got something important to report. So, more or less, right now, we're just basically waiting for, you know, Esteban and Leandra to make their moves. And let's see here. I should probably come over here and maybe buy a few things, because, you know, lots and lots of stuff. So, buy at least 12 equipment here. I still have plenty of valuables, so that's actually a bit of an issue. We actually have a lot of stuff that gets stolen, if it gets stolen at all. Luckily, I have over fear and experience, which is very nice. So that's good. And one moment, I'm getting a phone call, so I have to go answer that. Alright, I'm back. That was a phone call, so that's out of the way. So where were we? More or less at this point, what am I doing? Alright, so basically, once we're done the tournament and we talk to this guy, note that basically once you beat both the 2 rebels, you get a kid over here, I think. And you can talk to him if you want. So, young boy. A boy in his early teens runs up to intercept you in the street. Senor Capitan, Senor Capitan. What is the matter? Is it true you beat Esteban Gallego? Yes, that's true. I heard he once ate an entire horse for breakfast. He shines in criminal incitement. Well... Is it true that a swing of a sword can cleave an ox from head to groin in one stroke? No, I think. My papa told me Esteban is 4 times the size of a normal man, and he has lived in a cave because he's too big to fit in a house. So you can think the rumors I heard might be somewhat exaggerated, my boy. But he's still tough, right? Was he scary to fight? He was tough, but not as tough as us. When I grow up, I want to be just like you and fight Esteban and bring his head back to the town. I'll be the most admired hero in the world. I'm sure you will, kid. Now run along. The boy beams up at you and swivels on the spot and dashes back to the street and away between the houses. So, that's it for the boy. Basically, you know, it's just a random event. And now, more or less, goals. So note that at this point, all our goals are done. I have a little bit of experience here, but yeah, pretty much there's nothing else to do. Now, once you basically have all this stuff done, what you can do is basically leave the town. And, you know, just sort of like cautiously explore around, and you'll see what happens basically when I do so. And I'm just going to walk up to this pig over here for now. Kill the pig. We'll get this loot over here. Now, I just want to get that stuff because it's hanging out there and, you know, it was tempting me, so to speak. But more or less, this will be the end of this episode. And what's going to happen from this point on is we're going to get into like sort of the end game of the first campaign. Basically, we're going to deal with Esteban and Leander one last time, so to speak. Basically, be a second bout with them. And we'll see what that's going to be about. But for now, the episode's just going to end here. Hope you've enjoyed, and take care.